jobs. Yeah, there's some pretty bad ones out there. But as unfortunate as it is, there's gotta be people who step up to the plate and fill those positions. But believe it or not, yes, I do know what it was like. I used to work at a grocery store and I had to put up with a bunch of Karens all day and a bunch of other random bullshit. I even had to deal with a flat earther once. Like, alright, I'm not gonna get into it. Alright, but anyways, we're gonna start with retail jobs. It makes sense. Most people who work these jobs just need a little something to get some bread to their name. And as a former retail veteran, I am praying for you because that shit is rough. And what does the job entail? Well, you gotta deal with a bunch of crazy people. Everybody goes shopping and everybody orders food. And now while I had this job, I did have my fair share of good interactions. But goddamn, I saw a lot of crazy people in my time. And now me personally, I was a cashier. And when you're a cashier, not only do you have to deal with being a cashier, take care of customers, do all that, you got a bunch of random shit you gotta do on the side. Sweep, go get carriages clean, take out the trash. And the worst part was, bro, my managers were watching me 24/7. And they were on my ass about making sure, oh, every part of the register was clean. Like, okay, bro, no one's gonna notice that one spot, dude. They wanted to make sure I was doing something 24/7. Like, I was active, always moving. Like, but it's literally a job where you stand at a register. Like, how am I gonna be moving 24/7? Especially when the store is dead. Like, I don't know what you expect me to do, bro. Now, my experience, I never worked a fast food job, so I'm not really sure how things go around there. But what I've heard from people's experiences, bro, sometimes they get called in at, like, ungodly hours of the night or like, hey, can you come work? Like, are you serious, dude? It's 1 in the morning. I'm not coming in. So if you do work one of these jobs for an extra bit of cash when you're in high school, make sure you pick a store that's not open 24/7. Because that will royally fuck up your sleep schedule. Next on the list, we got a truck driver. I don't know how they do it. I have no clue, bro. If I were to ever get into possession of a big ass truck like that, I would definitely be crashing that bitch. Let's be honest. Or sometimes they got long ass drives too. Like they're driving like at 4, 5 in the morning. Driving is dangerous as it is, but bro, driving tired and in a big ass truck increases your chances of getting into an accident like a lot more. And I hate driving as it is. Like imagine driving for hours. I would get so bored. Like not even ox in the whip is gonna help me drive that long. Like I can only drive so long before I go insane. And that's really it. Like there isn't really much else to do in the profession. So honestly, for those of you that are a trucker watching this video, my respect for you is crazy because I don't think I'd be able to do it. Next up on the list, we got a mascot. Now for this one, it really depends. Like what kind of mascot are you? You could be the mascot for the Houston Texans or any sports team really. Or you could just be that guy that stands out in front of a restaurant with a hot dog costume. Yeah, bro, that's tough. You gotta stand out there in the blazing sun. You gotta flip a sign around all day while you getting clowned for wearing the goofy ass hot dog costume. Yeah, it's tough. And some mascots, yeah, some of them are wild, bro. Like there are some mascots out there that you could not pay me to be in that costume. This mascot is a bucket, for God's sake. You cannot pay me to walk around in that costume. Like it would just feel like volunteer work at that point, bro. I'm not doing it. And sometimes mascots just get random shit thrown at them like tomatoes and a bunch of other stuff, especially on a like 90-degree sunny day. Like I would just be drenched in sweat when I take off the costume. And now this next one is just in my opinion, but some people might like this job and you know what, that's totally your preference. But me, I could never. A teacher, especially for kids who are younger. Yeah, absolutely not, bro. That's just not me, bro. That's not me. And now the reason why I would consider as a job I would never want to do is because the amount of harassment and other shit that teachers have had to deal with their students. I don't know, man. They're just asking me to be a babysitter. I'm not doing it. I mean, me personally, shit, man. I wouldn't want to go back to school. That's what it would feel like. But hey, man, you know, that's how some people make their bread. You know, I can't diss it. One thing that a lot of people like about being a teacher or just working out of school is that you get the summers off. But in my opinion, after a while, I don't know, I would just get bored. Like I would just want something to do. And you know, I would want to continue to stack my bread. You feel me? I don't know, bro. And if you got that one kid in your class that's just always being an asshole, like I wouldn't really know how to deal with it, bro. Like you can really only tell them to shut up so much. But honestly, what's worse than a teacher is a substitute teacher because nobody takes you seriously at all. And that's tough. No matter what you say, bro, nobody is listening. But I did have some chill teachers in my time and they were cool. And I've also had some teachers teachers that hated their life and they were in their midlife crisis. They hated their job. But bro, if they hate dealing with kids, I don't know why they signed up to be a teacher. No idea. And that's why I'm not signing up, bro. Now this next one, absolutely nobody would want to do, bro. Being a telemarketer. Calling people and telling them about a random ass product, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to give a shit. And you're just going to be seen as a pest the entire time, bro. Like as soon as you say like, oh, I'm here selling this product, they're hanging up. Like not even a second has to go by. Like imagine people just hanging up on you 24/7. That is insane, bro. But the adrenaline rush when somebody gets a sale doing that, oh my God, it's insane. But honestly, I don't know why people buy products through the phone anymore. Literally just shop online. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I'm not sure why companies are still going for this old school ass method. Literally just do online ads, bro. It's a lot easier. Like, yeah, sure, ads may come off as annoying to some people, but like, it's a lot less annoying than receiving a phone call about the product. Next on the list, yeah, I'm definitely not doing this one. Some people might like this. I don't know. Zookeeper. Yeah, nah, bro, I'm not doing this one. This job, bro, you gotta clean the animal, feed it, train it, do all that shit. I'm not cleaning up their shit. Absolutely not, bro. And the zoo was always a little bit weird to me. Like, why do we just marvel at animals all day? It's weird. But somebody who likes working with animals may find the job fun, you know? I'm just not trying to be steady grinding, picking up elephant shit. Absolutely not, bro. I don't know, man. I just don't see the hype with this one. And honestly, I don't do well with animals in general, bro. Like, they always be dissing me, bro. Every time I encounter a cat or a dog, I don't know, man. They're just vicious, bro. I can't be trusting them. Like, I have a dog. Not even my own dog likes me, bro. Like, it's tough out here. So, see, I'm not exactly fit for the job. I don't know. And next on the list, we got a taxi driver. Maybe an Uber driver, too, depending on where you're from. I picked this one specifically because, bro, I'm not trying to sit in traffic all day. Absolutely not. Especially in very populated cities like New York. All it is just constant beeping 24/7. It barely moves. Like, it goes nowhere. When I was in New York with some of my friends, I saw the traffic and I'm like, I'm never driving in New York. Absolutely not. So, taxi driver, nah, not happening. Next on the list, we got a photographer. Yeah. I don't know. This one's definitely not for me either, bro. I know a lot of people may like photography in the comments, but yeah, I've taken a whole class on it. I hated it. I absolutely hated it, bro. Just the fact that I have to sit there and get everything right in the picture. I gotta take like a bunch of pictures in order to get it right. Nah, it's just not for me, bro. Like when I went to New York, my mom was like, oh, take pictures. Make sure you get some pictures. I took barely any pictures. I took nothing because I just hate taking pictures. I don't know, man. It's just not me. I don't know if I'm just a D1 hater or what, bro, but like if I get a nerd managing me like, well, make sure you get this specific angle, I would absolutely hate that, bro. But oh, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. You could be recording the worst of the worst things, such as being a hub cameraman. Yeah, bro, literally just say you're Adam22 at that point. There is so many things I would much rather do than that. Honestly, any job that I mentioned or any job I'm going to mention, I would much rather do that, bro. Like, I don't know how you could watch that. And I don't know how you could explain that to somebody. Hey, what do you do for work? Oh, yeah, I'm a hub cameraman. If you do this, bro, you're fucking wild, dude. I don't know how you do it. You're crazy, bro. Next on the list, we got a roadkill collector. Because, I mean, sometimes, yeah, I do see roadkill on the road, and I'm just like, yo, who's gonna get that? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I always be thinking. But yeah, bro, somebody's gotta do it. Somebody's gotta take it on the chin and just fucking full send it and pick up dead animals. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would just be absolutely repulsed the whole time. Not happening. And oh yeah, not only that, not only do they have to pick up the dead animals on the road, they gotta make sure that they don't get hit by a car in the process. Like, these motherfuckers are playing Frogger 24/7 to make sure they don't get hit by a car. Crazy. The amount of bacteria that thing collects, nah. I would get sick all the time, bro. Like, I wouldn't even feel safe doing that job in a hazmat suit, bro. No, thank you. Porta potty cleaner. I mean, like, we don't really gotta go too much in depth about this one, right? Last year when I was at a concert, I opened the door to the porta potty because I had to go to the bathroom really bad. Like, I swear to God, I got some form of trauma from it. I opened the door. Boom, there is a steaming pile of shit, piss, blunts and blood even? Yeah, that was the weirdest combination I've ever seen. And honestly, bro, that was my first mistake. I shouldn't have even bothered. Like, I'm lucky I didn't catch a disease from that bathroom. You did not get paid enough to clean that. I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro. God damn. But honestly, being a janitor for like a school or a public bathroom or whatever, that is also very bad too. But honestly, I don't think it competes with cleaning porta potties. But honestly, I was doing my research on google.com and yo, there's actually worse jobs, which is crazy. But next on the list, we got referees. Now, of course, this one's not as bad as the other ones I had just mentioned, but just imagine getting cooked for no matter what you say, what call you make. Sometimes refs make good calls, sometimes they make shitty calls, but no matter what, they're getting booed. Like, they're just cooked, bro. It's over. And every time a game is done, everyone's always like, the refs were horrible at this one. These refs suck. You know what I mean? But if you're a ref, bro, you gotta be completely immune to criticism. Like, no matter how much you mess up the call or whatever, you just gotta keep it pushing. Next on our list, we got a surgeon. Honestly, bro, that's way too much pressure for me to handle, man. I don't know, bro. I definitely would crack under pressure. Like, any job where somebody's life is dependent on me, I'm cooked, bro. I'm not saving your life. I'm most definitely folding under pressure, bro. Like, if I'm drawing blank and stuttering and shit when I'm ordering at a restaurant, like, can I get a... Yeah, there's no way I'm being a surgeon, bro. It's not happening. I'm selling. And if the surgery was unsuccessful, I would most definitely not know how to tell people. But honestly, bro, throughout all my digging on google.com, I gotta say that the worst job of all time that nobody would ever want to do is be a sewage cleaner. You know, there are people out there that gotta make sure that, you know, our sewage systems are running correctly and that they're always clean, and that just couldn't be me, bro. I don't know what kind of musty ass shit is down there. I really don't want to find out. And to anybody who's working any of these jobs, I salute you, bro.